Every morning, before the sun rises, birds around the world begin to sing. It's called the dawn chorus, one of nature's most beautiful and remarkable instincts. It is a timeless tradition shared by birds around the world. They begin to sing together, creating a chorus that echoes across forests, fields, and cities. Most of these voices belong to males, each one singing loudly to prove his strength and attract a mate. But this morning performance isn't just a male affair. Females may also join in, motivated by the same purpose, to find a partner and reproduce. This daily behavior, guided by shared instinct, is one of nature's most widespread and captivating patterns. Spring is the peak season for the dawn chorus. Between March and May, warmer temperatures awaken the instincts of birds, marking the start of the breeding season. Their songs become more frequent, more urgent, and more beautiful than at any other time of year. As the breeding cycle reaches its height, singing intensifies as a central part of reproductive behavior. Spring also creates favorable conditions for reproduction, as food sources grow more abundant and the habitat becomes more supportive of new life. As summer takes hold from June through August, the chorus begins to fade. Some males still sing in the early morning, hoping for one last chance to attract a mate. But for most birds, the season of courtship has passed. Pairs that have already bonded no longer need to sing. Instead, they focus on building nests, carefully hidden in tree branches or tucked deep within the grasslands. Their days are now spent feeding hungry chicks, guarding them from danger, and constantly searching for insects, seeds, and other food to support their growing young. As the chicks grow stronger, their parents begin to teach them how to forage and how to fly, skills that are essential for survival beyond the nest. From September through November, birdsong can still be heard on autumn mornings, though the chorus has grown noticeably softer and is less vibrant than the energetic symphony of spring and summer. Fewer voices rise to greet the day, and the forest seems to slow its pace, gently easing into the quiet rhythm of the colder months ahead. As winter sets in after November, the dawn chorus does not disappear entirely, but it becomes much quieter and shorter. In colder conditions, birds reduce their vocal activity to conserve energy, as singing can be physically taxing in low temperatures. Many species have already migrated to the southern hemisphere to escape the harsh northern winter. Those that remain face a different challenge. Breeding has come to a halt, and their focus shifts entirely to survival. They spend much of their time searching for food, eating frequently, and storing fat reserves in order to survive the freezing days ahead or prepare for future migration. In contrast, birds in tropical regions follow a different rhythm. In regions such as Central Africa, Southeast Asia, and Oceania, where temperatures remain relatively constant year-round, they are less affected by seasonal changes. As a result, their dawn chorus and courtship behaviors often continue over extended periods. Why do birds sing together so early in the morning? Ornithologists have proposed several hypotheses to explain this behavior. One widely accepted explanation is that the environmental conditions at dawn, such as cooler air, higher humidity, and stillness, allow birdsong to travel farther and more clearly than at any other time of day. In these calm morning hours, sound carries with less distortion, enabling birds to communicate across greater distances. Birds seem to have an instinctive understanding that dawn provides the best chance for their songs to be heard clearly over long distances. Another hypothesis suggests that birds sing at dawn to signal territorial ownership. As night gives way to light, competition begins, and birds waste no time in declaring their presence. By making their songs clearly heard at first light, they warn nearby rivals that the area is already taken. This vocal display not only defends territory, but also increases the chances of attracting mates, which is essential for nesting and securing access to food. What makes the dawn chorus even more remarkable is its precision. Each species tends to begin singing at a consistent interval before sunrise. Some begin nearly an hour beforehand, while others join in just 30 minutes before. This timing is not random. Even with dozens of overlapping voices in the early morning air, birds can recognize the calls of their own species and interpret their meaning. Scientists believe that such precise timing may be linked to physical traits. For example, studies have found that species with relatively larger eyes for their body size tend to begin singing earlier than those with smaller eyes, likely because they can detect subtle changes in light more easily as dawn approaches. The precision of this behavior, however, can be altered by changes in the bird's environment, particularly those introduced by human activity. While city lights brighten the night sky, Birds perched in the trees begin to sing ahead of nature's schedule. Artificial lighting tricks their internal clocks, causing many species to start their dawn chorus long before sunrise, misreading the true start of day. In some cases, this disruption affects more than just song timing. It can even cause birds to begin breeding weeks earlier than those living in darker, more natural habitats. But the world around them doesn't shift as quickly. Insects haven't hatched, food remains scarce, and early-born chicks may struggle to survive. These birds still sing, but their voices no longer follow the rhythm of the natural world. In the rush of daily life, we often forget how birdsong can gently restore our minds. More than just pleasant background noise, birdsong offers subtle yet powerful benefits for our mental well-being. Even a brief moment of hearing or seeing birds can lift our mood, reduce anxiety, and create a sense of calm amid the busyness of the day. In some studies, just a single encounter with birdsong has been shown to improve mood for hours afterward. And the effect isn't limited to sound alone. People who live in areas rich with birdlife tend to report lower levels of stress and depression. This is no coincidence. Our brains are naturally wired to respond to nature in positive ways. Birdsong captures our attention in a gentle, effortless way, giving our minds space to rest and reset. In a world filled with distractions and constant noise, these natural melodies offer something rare: a pause, a breath, a quiet space to simply be.